Play in the spirit of the night.
Well
Absolutely. Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Love it.
Peace, sister. Peace. Good to see everybody. Good to be with you. I wish my hair was this long. I could never get to the Oscar Gamble length as a kid. So it was only about half of this, but it's a pleasure to put this on even for just a couple of minutes. What do you remember about 1979, the Mariners?
Well, first of all, I wish I had my sideburns now and the Rick Waits mustache going. I feel like I fit in a little bit better. I think in '79 I grew up in the area, and of course they had the All-Star game at the Kingdome, and Bruce Bochy being in the All-Star game gets a base hit, which was as a kid was a big thrill for me to see that. But Rupert Jones was my guy. That was my guy that I loved. Rupert Jones on the team, and you heard Dave Alley mention Julio Cruz. He was an exciting player. 49 stolen bases in 1979 for a cruiser. Bochy drove in 100 runs that year. But when you're a kid and this is your town and you're going over to the Kingdome, you're thrilled. And even though the Mariners had their struggles, I still thought it was great to see Major League Baseball here in Seattle.
Absolutely. And for me, as an outsider being from the East Coast, watching that All-Star game here, I got such a kick out even now watching Dave Parker throw the guys out at home plate. I thought that was tremendous.
Yeah, and the guy at third, too, but the play at the plate, what a throw that was. Yeah, it was an exciting time for baseball here in Seattle.
Mariners played some good ball, as you know. They've won 4 of their last 5. The Astros have lost 4 consecutive ball games, and a chance for the Mariners to continue to make some hay here in the American League West. Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports being brought to you by Ford. We are local by AT&T, mobilizing your world, and by the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming country and Grand Ole Opry star Josh Turner, July 30th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Welcome back, everybody, as we get you ready for Game 3 of this 4-game set, the Mariners and the Astros, as we take a look at the pitching matchup for this evening. Brendan Maurer goes against Brett Oberholzer. Oberholzer last year was the Houston Pitcher of the Year, but look at his numbers this year. They're not good.
He has really struggled this year. With Brandon Maurer trying to right the ship, as you see, a 6 ERA for Brandon. This should be a good matchup for him, really, overall. But he has great stuff. Everybody knows that. He has the ability to work his way through innings quickly. And I think that the big thing for him is stay away from the walks. The Astros have struggled offensively this year with the type of stuff that he can bring to the mound. I would not be surprised if he pitches deep into this game, and it's time for him to do that, take that next step forward.
See what happens. We are graced tonight by one of the great gentlemen of sport. You remember him in 1979. Led the Supersonics to the NBA championship. Hall of Famers, a player and a coach. The Basketball Hall of Fame up in Springfield, Mass. The great Lenny Wilkins out of Brooklyn, New York. Get to say hello to Lloyd McClendon. And Lenny, 76 years young. Does he look like $1 million or what? A left-hander out of Providence College. First pitch of the ball game. Not bad. One hops it up there to Lloyd. Atta baby. Lenny will join us at some point later on in the ball game, and we look forward to that. A class act. Mariners, Astros, first pitch and straight ahead. Welcome back, everybody, to Turn Back the Clock night here at Safeco Field. It's the Astros taking on the Mariners, the year 1979, and they're wearing the unis from that time, and some of the hairstyles too. There have been some bell-bottoms, some big Oscar Gamble-sized afros in the house. We've had all kinds of doings on a beautiful night this Saturday here in Seattle. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew. Good to have you with us here as we get ready for Game 3 of this four-game set, beg your pardon, with the Houston Astros. Look at this, bright orange. Look at Altuve checking out John Buck. Dude.
Oh, yeah, Nolan Ryan, Mike Scott, Cesar Cedeno.
Woof. Enos Cabell.
Enos Cabell, nice, yeah.
Phil Garner. Bob Watson was on that, wore that uniform. Hackman, Jeffrey Leonard. Boy, that's good names from back in 79, 80, and that vintage first pitch in the dirt for ball one. And even on Mariner Vision, they've reverted to the old school look that we had for so many years here. Altuve, what a player. He's had a terrific series. His manager, Bo Porter, says pound for pound, the best player in baseball.
Tough to argue that.
I'm hearing it. He is a dynamic player. He leads the big leagues in hits with 66. Leads the American League in stolen bases. 6th in batting average in the American League. Tied for first in multi-hit games. First in at bats. 4th hardest to strike out. How about that one?
You have to do everything that you can to keep him off the bases. We talked about it last night. He will not wait around if he gets it first. It'll be the first, second pitch he'll try to steal. And he's had a lot of success doing that this year.
What a tough hombre. Here's a 3-1. Opening up a can of worms with a walk there. Take a look at the rest of the Astros batting order.
Following Altuve, it'll be George Springer getting his first start in the series. Then it's Dexter Fowler, Castro, Dominguez, Krause, Carter. Want to watch out for Carter. Carter has really hurt the Mariners in the past. He's the DH hitting 7th. Presley and VR rounding out the 9 for the Astros tonight. You mentioned 79 and Julio Cruz. Julio Cruz in 79 stole 49 bases, and I was talking to him about Altuve, and I said, did you notice him over at first base when he steals? He says yes. He goes, he keeps moving. You have to stop him or he's going to steal it easy.
Here's a drive deep to right. Backing up Saunders. Springer has just left the yard with a 2-run shot. He's their #1 prospect, and he's tightened up that swing since we first saw him, Mike.
He had really struggled, but you could tell he was a tremendous athlete, and a tough start so far for Brandon Maurer. Springer hitting that ball out of the ballpark. They were talking about a home run that he hit the other day to right field, well back into the seats, and so was this one.
He hit one. I saw that one. That was the first one he hit. Same pitch in Detroit.
Tremendous amount of power. Look at the leverage that he creates.
Oh, Fan had it hit off his glove. Talking to Tarek Brown, the first base coach for the Astros, he said Springer knows one speed 100% all the time.
Well, we've seen that, but now he's making contact.
Yeah. He's coming off a strained hip flexor. Breaking ball to Dexter Fowler. Well, you're a good opposite field hitter. You can relate to that swing, huh?
Not that far back up into the seats.
What do you get, 15 rows, right?
Yeah, that was impressive. John Buck doing the catching out onto the mound, having a conversation with Maurer, trying to get him back in the strike zone. That's something that we've seen, Dave, with him. He'll go 2 or 3 innings where he looks like he's pitching well, things are going well, and then all of a sudden that falls apart on him, and he has to be able to regroup and get it back together. And I was talking on the radio side, and I said, we had a good example of that with Elias the other day, where he first time we saw him, he did not have command of anything, but he controlled the damage, and that's the next step for Brandon. He has great stuff. There you can see a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, but you have to work ahead of hitters in this league.
And I know, and Brendan Maurer knows that Mr. Paxson threw 3 innings of 4-hit ball tonight.
Yes.
So he's got that riding too. He's got some pressure. Boyd McClendon was asked What do you think of Maurer? Rick Waite's pitching coach. He said throw strikes, quality strikes. His stuff is plenty good. Ackley will take this one.
Well, we saw his first hitter was Altuve, hit the home run off him, then he settled down and held it right there. Ackley at left field, Jones getting the start out in center field, Michael Saunders with last night off back out in right. Seager getting the start at third. Willie Bloomquist back at shortstop after the home run that he had last night. Cano and Smoke on the right side of the infield, and John Buck will do the catching tonight. And Brandon Maurer, 1-2 record, ERA right at 6, has 13 strikeouts in 24 innings. Opponent's average 316.
Here's Jason Castro, catcher. He had a great line about last night. He strikes out. Felix, as you know, we could see it. He was on from minute 1. So Castro strikes out. He goes back to the dugout. And he's really PO'd. Because Felix didn't pitch well against Houston last time on May 2nd.
Right.
So Dave Tremblay, the bench coach, he says, you know how sometimes a game's over before you get 27 outs? So that was last night.
Oh, you could see it. You could sense it. I mean, we saw his reaction when we finished the 8th inning last night when the game was in hand. Still fired up.
Drifting back is Ackley. The short of the track out, number 2. A great night to relive 1979, or maybe get familiar with it for the first time. Here at the Pen, good action out there. Folks have been out there early. We had a crowd last night of a little more than 20, about 21,000 last night. And looks like it'll be pretty much the same neighborhood tonight. Here's Matt Dominguez, 3 for 6 against Maurer. Breaking ball for strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Umpires for tonight's ball game. Sean Barber behind home plate. Tom Hallion's at first. Paul Noward at second, and Eric Cooper at third. Upstairs with the breaking ball. The last 2 hitters were ahead in the count, 2-1 and 2-0 respectively, before flying out to left field. So Dominguez has got some pop. Always got to be careful here. Turned it loose, 2-2. His old high school teammate Mike Moustakas of Kansas City just got sent down to AAA and struggling. He's hit sub 200.
Really struggling.
Kansas City Royals third baseman. Teammates in Southern California. Two and 2. Full count.
That's the pitch that he has to have. You can see that slider well off the plate away. You have to at least start it to where it appears to be in the strike zone if you want to get a hitter to offer it. But when it's that far off the plate, it's easy to take.
Jones has this under control. A walk and a 2-run homer has Houston ahead here. I like his style there. Full-fledged throw, 2-0. Astros, Mariners coming to bat. Getting into the spirit of things, a new girl group. I wonder what the song is. I hope it's a hit. All right, going back, a little dashiki action. Tie-dye, and even on the crutches. And Mr. Fez there with the Hall of Famer. Nice stuff. Take a look at the Mariners lineup for this evening against Brett Oberholzer.
Tonight's starting lineup's brought to you by Chevron. How about Kyle Seager? The numbers against the Astros this year: 276 with a couple home runs, but 11 RBIs. Kyle now tied for the team lead in RBIs.
Strike one to James Jones. And Mike, one thing I like about this throwback to 1979. Jonesy's not the only one wearing the stirrups.
Now Romero on deck has him on.
They all, I mean, so many of the Mariners and a decent number of the starters out here for the Astros have them too. Oberholzer's rocking them. He was a Mariners draft choice back in 2007, a 47th rounder, but did not sign.
Brian Stiles was busy.
Yeah, he was.
Ordering all those sanitary socks. We were talking about the other day. I wasn't sure they made them anymore.
That's, it's funny you mention that, because I saw this big bundle yesterday, and that's what it turned out. That's what it was. There was about 3 huge bundles in the clubhouse last night.
I have to tell you, when I was walking through the clubhouse yesterday, the equipment door was open, and I saw those helmets right there.
You like those?
Oh, well, when I was a kid, that's what I was watching them play with. I really wanted to walk out the door with them, but I like them.
Ground ball to Altuve. Jones in a full sprint. And just get him. One out.
Take a look at the defense for the Astros tonight. Dexter Fowler in center field. If it stays in the ballpark, he will probably catch it. Jose Altuve, the second baseman. Dave mentioned offensively he's having a great year, but he's quite the second baseman too. He can turn it with the best of them. Jason Castro will do the catching tonight. Oberholzer, 5.68 ERA, 0-6 record for him. He has had his struggles. Good fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. His fastball command has been the issue for him. Really good pitcher for the Astros last year. This year it has been a struggle, and to get to those off-speed pitches he has to be able to command the fastball, and he has just not been able to do it this year. He likes to pitch inside to the right-handers. He's been making some mistakes out over the plate, so hopefully that will continue tonight for the Mariners.
He had a great run against the Mariners, a complete game, a rarity in baseball these days, back in September 1 of last year. Inside. That was in Houston. 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks over his 9 innings. It's the first Astros shutout of the season. And it became the youngest Astros lefty to throw a shutout since Mike Hampton back on May 1st of '96 against Atlanta. And there for strike. Got a big chunk of Jason Castro.
It was right on the tip of the shoulder again. See that padding trying to cover the right shoulder. Standard piece of equipment these days. We're talking about 79. They didn't wear that in 79.
Correct.
We'll take a look and see where it gets him. Yeah, right there in the crease.
Boys earn their money. 3-2 to Romero. Inside, he walked it. Throwback to 1979. Let's revisit some familiar names and numbers. Bruce Bochy, Tom Pachura, Joe Simpson, the great Willie Horton, Bobby Valentine at the back end of his career. Cruiser with 49 steals. Rick Honeycutt, pitching coach with the Dodgers now, 11-12. Lloyd Bannister, 10-15 record. And there's the Cruiser on the right. Going on Spanish radio here in Seattle.
Do you remember him as a player?
Yeah. Remember a lot of speed.
A lot of speed. He used to do this thing when he would turn double plays and guys would kind of pop up slide on him. And there were times when you could see him jump completely over that guy. And nobody would get in the air as high as the Cruiser. Of course, he could steal a lot of bases, but he was a fun player to watch.
Cruiser working with Alex Rivera. It's a good way to protect yourself. Have those kind of hops.
Yeah.
Just get up. Cano has been flat out sensational. Tied first in the American League in batting average with Ian Kinsler and Miguel Cabrera of Detroit. 5th in hits, 2nd in multi-hit games, and 4th in intentional walks. Line drive, right field, and it drops down. Digging for third is Romero, and then he shut it down. So the Mariners, with 1 out, have 2 on.
Well, it looks like it was his stride. I think his stride was off going into second base and stumbled a little bit, decided not to try to get the third, but another base hit for Cano. Solid line drive for Cano. He is on a great run for the Mariners. He has been hot as of late.
That's his 61st hit.
How about over his last 12 games? Hitting .444 over his last 12 games. 5 doubles and a home run, and so he adds to that with this base hit. You can see him right when he comes around. You can see him have to reach for the bag. It was almost looked like he tried to cut the corner a little bit early. The right fielder Springer has a good arm, so you have to be careful of that too.
1 out. Runners at first and second for Justin Smoke. 2 for 4 last night.
Talking about the scoreboard and putting the numbers up like they were in the 70s. They're also dressing the guys up, giving them a little extra hair, the big glasses. I think Romero, he had the long sideburns. It's a good look for him.
Right out of chips. Officer John Baker.
I like those glasses.
1-1. There's Smoke hitting a line drive. 1 hop to Springer. They'll get it back. It's the cutoff man. The Mariners have him loaded up. A walk and 2 singles to right. Kyle Seager's going to be the man right here.
Well, the Astros have the shift on with Justin, and he goes the other way. Solid line drive. Romero had to wait to see if it was going to be caught in right field. But the Mariners in a great situation with the bases loaded and just 1 out. We showed you the numbers with Kyle Seager against the Astros this year. 11 RBIs for Kyle against the Astros. And he's now tied for the team lead with 28, tied with Cano. Kyle has a good-looking mustache up on this.
1 out, bases loaded. Last time in for the Astros, they saw more than they wanted to see of Kyle Seager. Inside, ball 1. There's the mustache Mike was talking about.
Some sideburns going. Kyle, one of the heroes in last night's ball game. He had 3 RBIs in last night's game.
One out, bases loaded. Crowd reacting to that big swing.
Outfield shading Kyle to hit the ball the other way. And of course you can see the shift on the infield.
1-1 pitch. Slow breaking ball, fair ball. And thrown away. Mariners get Romero home. Cano right behind him. Throwing error by Mark Krause opens up the door for the Mariners. An early couple of runs on the board, and it ties it up at 2-2.
Well, you can't assume the double play, so Kyle should pick up at least 1 RBI on the error. Heads up base running by Cano to score from second. See Krause, he throws it in the dirt. Tough throw. Well, VR, maybe VR should catch that actually. I thought the ball hit out in front of him, but he was just late getting there and wasn't able to make the play on the backhand side. Good break for the Mariners.
So fielder's choices, you called it E3 and an RBI for Seager.
Didn't take long for the Mariners to tie the ball game up. Showed you the numbers for Oberholtz, and he's been struggling, and it's good to see them get after him right away here in the first inning.
Mariners did the same thing on Thursday. Altuve led off first pitch with a home run. Mariners came back with the run on a sacrifice fly by Cano. And here we are tied at 2-2. Chance for the Mariners to take the lead. First catcher John Buck. Mariners at first and second, one out, all one. John in a good spot here, 2-0. Bo Porter with his bench coach Dave Tremblay. Watching another error. Krause's second error of the season. Fly ball right field. Springer's there. And Smoke will hold at second. There's two down. Bring up the seventh man in the inning for the Mariners, Michael Saunders, the right fielder. Michael had last night off. Rudy Owens, a left-hander on the mound, but tonight he's in against a left-hander.
He has had a great month of May. Been able to bring his batting average all the way up to 271. First game of the series, he went 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Typically, he's been hitting second in the lineup, but against the left-hander, Lloyd has dropped him down in the lineup. Hitting seventh, Romero moves up to hitting second.
Play of the game 2 nights ago, beat Tony Sipp to first base. The bases loaded, 2 outs, 7th inning by the length of a spike. 2 runs scored. Mariners went on to win. That was the first base hit given up by Tony Sipp this season. 21 scoreless or hitless innings. Saunders riding a 6-game hitting streak, the 0-1. Olbert Holzer, an East Coast guy out of Christiana, Delaware, lives in St. George's, Delaware. 25 years old on July 1. Did not go, says Eric Cooper. Two ball game. Mariners looking for more here in the first. Here we go, 1-2. And Castro holds on to that foul tip. Mariners do strike for 2 runs on 2 hits, and Aaron Leaf 2. 2-2 ball game as we head to the second. Night here at the ballpark to 1979. Right now, Astros and Mariners tied up at 2-2. And when you take your kids to Safeco Field tomorrow afternoon, they're going to flip their lids because not only will they catch great Mariners baseball, they're also going to pick up a sweet Mariners cap. It's free to all youngsters 14 and under, thanks to Aquafina. Get your tickets for the whole family at mariners.com. Remember, these uniforms were sort of avant-garde when they broke them out. The Astros used to be the Houston Colt 45s when they came into existence in 62, I believe it was, or 61. And then they went to the Astros because what the Johnson Space Center and all that was in out of Houston. And that's, the space industry was very big during that time, so that's why it changed. And they came out with these multi-colors. Pretty avant-garde at the time. I remember Seton Hall University went with light blue, dark blue, and white in the same pattern. About 10 years later.
I remember that too. Yeah.
Rick Cerrone, former catcher.
I can tell you as a player, I was thrilled when they went to the belts at least, because those pants.
The Sands about the double knits.
Yeah, and they have the drawstring in there. I mean, it was terrible.
You had a lot of years that was in vogue for the entire industry. Jones to the gap, outruns it, 1 out. Like seeing that. Well, we showed you some things about the 79 Mariners, about the 79 Astros. Flaps down, Jeffrey Leonard, 290. Jose Cruz at 289. Andy Scabell. We met Cesar Cedeno, good player. Bruce Bochy, Alan Ashby, who's broadcasting tonight's ball game. J.R. Richard, he of close to 100 miles an hour.
Yes.
Big right-hander. And Joe Niekro, God rest his soul, was a very good knuckleballer. Here's a pop-up off the bat of Chris Carter. Smoke puts it away. Alan Ashby on the right. And Mike Stanton, a former reliever with the Braves and the Yankees, on the left. Ash had been up in Toronto the last, 6-7 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I believe this is his second, if not third year with the Astros broadcast. He also works with Bill Brown, one of the fine broadcasters. Mike Stanton was a tough lefty out of the bullpen for a lot of years.
For a long time, yes.
Alex Presley playing in left field tonight. Much better inning here for Mauer. First pitch strike. 2 quick outs. More dead son action. Keep growing the game. I bet he's got some tall tales, huh?
I like the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Look at the shirt.
Presley 2 for 3 with a homer against Mauer. Presley last night 1 for 3. Looking to improve on those numbers. Two-two pitch. Couldn't put him away with that one. Full count. Brandon Mauer gave up a leadoff walk in a ball game to Altuve. Next pitch, Springer hit a 2-run homer. Mariners countered. Throwing error by first baseman Krause. Nope. 2-run score with the bases loaded. Here's a 3-2 again. Long run for Saunders. Long run Cano. Saunders is there. Makes the catch. Well done. Is that range of the Condor again? 1-2-3, second inning. Nice work by Michael Saunders coming in to get this pop off the bat of Alex Presley. Nothing across for the Astros. A 2-2 ball game. This is game 3 of a 4-game set. Make sure you say hello to Robinson Cano's first bobblehead as a Seattle Mariner. Saturday, May 31st. Make sure to arrive early. Be one of the first of the 20,000 fans that are going to pick up this great giveaway. Thanks to Root Sports. Get tickets for Robinson Cano bobblehead right now at Mariners.com. Here's the Cano bobblehead. Shot in the tradition of that great Mariner preseason commercial. We did everything in slow motion. Dustin Ackley batting in the 8-hole today, 0-1. And he's in an 0-2 hole. Called strike. And a miss. He is gone on 3 pitches. Back-to-back strikeouts for Oberholzer. 1 out.
Well, he was able to get ahead with his fastball, and that has been the pitch that he's been getting in trouble with. So I think for the Mariners, look for that fastball early in the count. Put a good swing on it, see if you can take that away from him.
Willie Bloomquist, his walk-up music just now was the theme to Superfly.
Superfly.
And I owe Willie an apology. I only credited him for 5 career home runs. He's got 18 career home runs after that blast last night. Clean the glasses off. I saw 4. He had 4 National League home runs. Then look down the extra column. 0-1 here to Willie. What a great night he had. And a sacrifice fly in the 4th inning. Gave the Mariners extended the lead to 3-1. Then he had a 2-run homer in the 6th. First home run since August 10th, and he hit it right over the 331. First homer since August 10th, 2011. He was asked, remember your last home run? He said, we're not going there. We're not. He said, I got a bunch of ground rule doubles that may have bounced over the fence, but we're not talking about that. Was that great?
Put a good swing on that fastball last night. It was probably in off the plate. Hit it down the line and was able to keep it fair. Really surprised me. Typically, I was talking to him about a week ago, and for him because he doesn't get regular playing time, but he is a veteran. He understands that he typically lets the ball get deep and tries to hit the ball up the middle the other way, but he's able to get the barrel out on that fastball last night, hit a home run.
Next ball 2, 2-2. Lloyd was talking about, hey, professional guy, been around, knows what the deal is. Talking about Willie. 2-2 pitch coming. Strike 3 called on a big bender. Didn't agree with the Sean Barber call. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Oberholzer. 2 outs here now in the second inning. Back to the top of the order, James Jones. In at third is Dominguez, who steps on the grass. Up and in to Jones, ball 1. James bounced out the second. Tuve nipped him.
It's a 13-game hitting streak.
Trying to crowd him 2-0. Very good impact on this ball club.
He has. Brings a lot of energy and speed. Talked about that. Ability to cover a lot of the outfield. It's a big outfield here at Safeco. Already has a couple of triples.
Takes strike 2-1. Good rip. Fouled it into Castro's glove. 2-2.
I think the nice thing for Lloyd when you talk about Jones is he looks the part of a true leadoff hitter. Has an idea of the strike zone, willing to take some pitches, and he's been getting on base, which is the most important thing, with some speed.
Right off his fist. Dominguez knows he's got to hurry. Just got him, says Tom Hallion.
That's going to bring Lloyd out of the dugout. Yep, here he comes. Jones thought he beat it.
Jones with a .391 on base percentage. And Lloyd's going to challenge, and he's going to win that. Yeah. He's winning that.
I was surprised.
He's winning that one.
Yes, he is. I'm going to go ahead and put the base hit in my scorebook.
In ink.
It is.
Boy. He's winning that one.
He's going to challenge it, and they're going to take a look at it.
Over in football, they always say speed never takes a vacation. It's certainly applicable here.
I'll tell you something else in baseball. It rarely slumps.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
That's back-to-back nights infield hits for him. He gets jammed on a fastball. He clearly beats it, and he's able to get a base hit out of it. He did it last night. It's when you have that kind of speed. I love the way he finishes through the bag too. That is textbook. Not everybody can do it. But
and what you're talking about, how he explodes through the bag, right?
Right through it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good track finish too.
Leaning forward, you see so many guys, they jump at it, or their strides get off. He's always in stride as he runs through the base. He makes it look easy, and that will be a base hit for him. So he extends his hitting streak to 14 games now. And has 15 starts and has a base hit in all of them. He's fun. So he tries to steal. A bit tougher with a left-handed pitcher on the mound.
Very impressive, James Jones. So 2 outs. 52 seconds, the estimated time of review.
I think that's the shortest review we've had.
Why'd it take that long?
Stephen Romero will step in with a couple of outs. Jones at first.
Stephen drew a walk his first time up. Moved around to third. Scored on the fielder's choice. And Cano was right behind him on the E3. That throwing error by Mark Krause, first baseman.
Stephen, of course, Oregon State Beaver, along with Cole Gillespie. Congratulations to the Beavers.
Win today?
Yeah, the Pac-12 title again, second year in a row for them. They beat USC 2-0.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Huge hole on the right side of the infield. Altuve playing up the middle, and Krause obviously holding Jones on it first. Any kind of ground ball to the right side should work its way through for a base hit.
Jones 2 for 2 in base stealing since his call up. Pitch. Jones takes off. Good jump. Throw by Springer. Not in time. He's safe.
He gets a great jump, and you'll see him slide. Watch him go all the way through the back corner of the base. A tremendous amount of speed. Look at that. He has to hook the bag with his foot just to stay on it. He's able to do that.
Castro's throw. Strong throw, a little high. Pitch was a strike to Romero. Bouncing ball up the middle. It's a nice play by Jonathan VR. Well done. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. 2-2 ball game here at Safeco Field. '79. It's turned back the clock here at Safeco Field on this date. In 1979, Royals beat the Mariners 5-4. Bruce Bochy 1 for 4. Willie Horton, 298th career home run. George, Mr. Brett, 2 for 3. And Dennis Leonard, good right-hander. Late game. Brett was a lot of fun to watch. Good, great player. Willie Horton, another one. Just off the bat of Jonathan VR. 1 out.
Good to see Brandon Maurer bounce back after the first inning. He gave up the 2-run home run to Springer, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. And now he's retired 7 in a row. All flyouts, by the way. Surprise Altuve Actually took a fastball. Usually he's aggressive swinging at the first pitch, especially if it's inside. Breaking ball from Mauer.
Tom Hallian, no swing. 1-1 Altuve walked in a 3-1 pitch, and then Springer hit a home run on the next pitch. This is playable. Cano will take it. And again, going back to that commercial, makes it look so easy.
He's laughing about it.
Some kind of talented. 8 consecutive batters retired now by Mauer. A very good sign. That fastball up and in on Springer. It picked off 3 nights ago by Jared Weaver. Oh, strained hip flexor, so Bo Porter sat him out the last couple of days. And here he is. It's already paid off. His 5th home run and RBI 16 and 17. Now we're back with a strike. One. Astro fans in the building here. There's that full swing we were telling you about. 2-2.
Looks like a good cut fastball on the outside corner, well located.
Another pop-up. Saunders will take this. And Brandon Mauer's retired in the last 9 that he's faced. When we come back, Angie Menchik give you an update on happenings with James Paxton.
Game 2-2. We head down to Tacoma. The Rainiers playing a doubleheader. It featured James Paxton. Game 1 of that doubleheader. Nice surprise for Mariner fans. He made his first rehab start since going on the DL in early April. He went just 3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 earned runs, struck out 5 though. Paxton throws 62 pitches, 38 for strikes. Good to see him back on the comeback trail, Giles.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. That is great news about James Paxton. Here's Robinson Cano to lead it off. Looks at strike one. Cano with a hard base hit to right. First inning. Scored on the throwing error by Mark Krause.
Another good inning for Brandon Maurer. He's retired 9 in a row in the last inning. Only threw 7 pitches. 3 fly ball outs. All 9 outs recorded in the air.
Nice to see that quick recovery after the walk and a 2-run homer to start the ball game. Cano fights one off. He's got the case ready. I like it.
Dad may have to help him out to get it open.
Yeah. Cano swinging a miss. Nice pitch by Oberholzer. That is his 4th strikeout. Let's take a look. The AL West standings. 1979, the Angels by 3 over Kansas City, and Rangers by 5. Mariners that year were next to last. 21 back, sub 500 ball club.
There.
Puzzle solved.
They worked it out. Astros will put the shift on again. Swung around to the left side of the infield with Smoke hitting. Smoke hitting against the shift his first time up, lined the ball into right field for a base hit. See Altuve, the second baseman, standing out there by the umpire.
Lloyd McClendon and Howard Johnson, a lot of work with him. Lloyd talking about a work in progress. He's doing something. When you're doing something your entire life, now we're trying to change it. You know, it's not easy. Altuve taking charge, but Springer was going to get it. Altuve said he had it all the way, and he did. Springer was closing fast. 2 outs. Brings up Kyle Seager. Put the ball in play, bases loaded to the first baseman, who threw it away, trying to get the force at second base.
Kyle now with 12 RBIs against the Astros this year. And he also has the team lead now. Kyle with 29, Cano 28, and Smoke 27. And the shift again. VR, the shortstop, playing up the middle.
You need to start posting number of shifts per ball game. This club's got to be in the lead. This one popped up. VR, the shortstop, takes care of it. Oberholzer.
8 pitches.
And he, like Brendan Maurer, has settled down. 2-2 ball game.
into Memorial Day weekend. Yesterday was a little iffy. So how are you spending it? Watching the Mariners? What else are you doing? Barbecuing? Let us know and take a photo and send it to us. It's our AT&T fan photos of the game. Tweet your photos to hashtag Mariners fan photo for a chance to be shown in an upcoming broadcast. Guys, back upstairs. Do you still have the hair on, Dave?
Oh, no, it's too hot.
Uh-huh.
I'll send you a picture. It's way too hot.
I'd like that.
2-2 ball game. That's nice. Baseball stuff. You got it.
That's great. They have a nice crowd out there in the pen tonight.
They're doing well. Fowler, Castro, and Dominguez here in the fourth. Dexter flied out to left in his first at bat. Oh, and 2. High. Pilots were here before the Mariners. Of course, they're now the Milwaukee Brewers, but that's a nice look, those old caps. Strike 3 call.
Wow.
Boy,
Good fastball at 95 miles an hour.
Whew. Well placed. That is the first strikeout for Mr. Mauer. 1979 theme, postseason. Orioles defeat the Angels 3-1. Pirates beat the Reds 3-0. Pirates defeat the Orioles. They were down 3-1 in that series. Orioles led Game 7 1-0 after 5, and then Pop Stargell takes the 2-run homer in the 6th, and the We Are Family Pirates win the 79 World Series. Our good buddy Ken Singleton, who's on the Yankee broadcast, will be here in a few weeks. Still hasn't gotten over.
Pirate team is a good club.
Yeah.
Willie Stargell, Dave Parker, Omar Moreno,
Tweety Bird,
Bill Matlock,
the Mad Dog.
Mad Dog, yeah. Kent DeColby.
Chuck Tanner was the manager. I was talking to somebody about, it was Lloyd. He said DeColby would knock you down in a heartbeat.
So would Candelaria.
Yeah, that was the other one. The starter, big left-hander.
Another good fastball from Mauer. He is trying to throw a lot of strikes. Again, in the 3rd inning, he only threw 7 pitches.
He's retired the last 10 men that he's faced.
We're talking about the type of stuff that he has, and it's all plus. Wow. He is going right after him. Another good fastball at 95 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone. Well located fastball. Gaining some confidence. He looked like he threw this last fastball with a lot of aggression. Just reach back and fire.
Talking to John Buck, the catcher, about that. I said, how are you going to get this guy, or how are you getting him through? He says, dude, you just got to trust it. Just what you were talking about. You have good stuff.
Right.
And he said there was one time, you let a pitch go up and under a guy's chin, and, stand there and look at, own it. Yeah, it got away from me. So what? What are you going to do about it? He says, you got to have that confidence. You got to have a little swag to yourself. You got, with the arsenal that you have. He's dealing now.
He is. Well, that's the thing that I like about it with him tonight is he gives up the 2-run homer, walk homer to start the game, and that's where he has struggled. But he's come right back. He's retired everybody since. And now that he's starting to feel and throwing more strikes, you can see the velocity of his fastball jumping up. He's 95, 96 now with a good fastball. 97 on that last one.
And again, Angie just updated you on James Paxton. He knows full well that's looming. That if he doesn't pitch well, Paxton's coming back. And who knows? This kid Mauer knows he could be the odd man out.
Well, regardless of how it works out, because sometimes you just end up getting caught up in the numbers. What you want to do is leave an impression, and he's going to get a few more starts before that happens. And leave an impression. Go out there and the things that you were talking about, that John Buck is talking about, Dave, show him that. We both have been around Lloyd long enough to know that that's something that it's a requirement for him. Good fastball at the bottom of the strike zone.
A couple of people around baseball on the last few trips we've made. See, that's the thing they're saying. I see fight in this ball club. It's different. It's impressive. And it's pretty cool when you hear it from outside sources. Breaking ball through the hole, base hit that ends a run of 11 consecutive hitters retired. It's a third Houston hit. Comes off the bat of Matt Dominguez. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, is celebrating 12 years. Join millions of subscribers. Watch every out-of-market game live in True HD on over 400 devices. Visit Mariners.com for details. Brings up Mark Krause, slide to center his first time. Skies this one to left. Easy play for Ackley. A very nice inning by Brendan Maurer. Gives up a single, which ended a run of 11 consecutive hitters retired. Scores tied at 2. Root Sports being brought to you by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. By CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And by Jack in a Box. Head to Jack in a Box and try the new Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. It's Jack's hottest sandwich yet. View from Beacon Hill with the Robinson Cano bobblehead. As the Mariners play the Astros, tied at 2-2, bottom of the 4th. Cano already with a hit tonight. He's 1 for 2 and a run scored.
Cano bobblehead getting a nice tour of the city.
John Buck leading off with the Mariners, followed by Michael Saunders and Dustin Atkins. 6, 7, and 8 in the order. I think Oberholzer to this point with the 4 strikeouts. He had 3 in a row at one point.
Well, I think you can see even on that last pitch, the strength for him last year to the right-handers was throwing his fastball on the inside corner, which is where he located that last one. He's not overpowering, but he wants to get to his breaking ball, and to do that, you have to throw some strikes. There's a slider down and in, and I think that he's starting to find it. Where he's been hurt this year is he has a tendency to leave that fastball out over the plate and not get it there, and that's when the guys will jump on it like that. Change up. Pitched well against the Mariners late last year.
Late game. He
doesn't seem to have the same type of command.
No. Counts 2-2 here to Buck. Michael Saunders on deck. Got his fans. That's a good drawing too. Big wingspan. Thanks to Lee Tinsley a few years ago. Lee was base coach here with the Mariners. Dubbed him the Condor. And a throwback day in Detroit. Tigers are wearing Detroit Stars uniforms. Still trying to figure out what the Texas Rangers were wearing. Thought it might have been the Birmingham Black Barons. It's fouled back.
Was that today?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a B and a P because I was in the Houston clubhouse and talking to Teddy Walsh, equipment man over there, and he couldn't figure it out either. So we're gonna have to do some investigating and see what the Rangers unis were today. 2-2. Breaking ball swings through. Fifth strikeout for Oberholzer. One down here in the fourth. How about 1979? Who were the award winners that year? The great Don Baylor. Speedy recovery, Don. Remember, he did a hip when we were out in Anaheim for opening night. Willie Stargell was and shared it with Keith Hernandez. I remember that. They were in a cover of SI. Mike Flanagan, the left-hander, won the Cy in the American League. Bruce Sutter out of the bullpen for the Cubs. Rookie of the year, John Castino. If I remember, he was a catcher. Fredo Griffin, now first base coach with the Angels, and Rick Sutcliffe, big right-hander, rookie of the year for the Dodgers. Sut does a very good job as a broadcaster for ESPN. There's Michael Saunders, struck out his first time.
Couple of good fastballs again, right on the outside corner to Michael. Saunders had last night off. Back in the lineup today.
Took a lot off of that one, struck him out. That's a half a dozen strikeouts for Brett Oberholzer. 2 outs. Here's Angie Mente.
Guys, thanks so much. Earlier today, the best from the West took on the beast from the East. It's the A's and the Jays from Toronto. And the Jays up a run in the 5th inning. Brandon Moss doesn't help his team's cause. His error allows Milky Cabrera to reach while Anthony Ghost and Jose Reyes score. Jays go up 4-1, wind up taking their second straight over Oakland. 5-2 is the way it ends, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you.
Watch some of that today. R.A. Dickey, he had it working for the Blue Jays
Allen
today. Yeah, pitched well.
That division's a jumble. Remember this little? I remember girls in my grade school class would have those little trolls with the orange hair.
Right.
Never dug those at all. That works on this guy though. Mile high pop. Nice work there by Castro. And we're told now that the Texas Rangers were wearing the unis of the Fort Worth Black Panthers. Live and learn. 2-2 ball game. And we'll have it covered. Nice. They're rocking that Spirit of 79 quite nicely.
I think you had that shirt in your closet. Huh?
Button down,
yeah.
the Rick Riz style.
That's great. Ricky.
Chris Carter caught in between. 0-2. Can you imagine seeing? I'd love to see pictures of Riz from back in that day.
Oh, he had the bell bottoms going for sure.
Rick, of course, our good buddy on the radio side. We are constantly breaking his chops. Button his shirt up, for crying out loud. There's Rico on the right. There in Goldsmith. He's been known to hit a lot of long home runs against the Mariners. Chris Carter, this one goes foul.
I think at that point Rick had to be somewhere, probably in Texas League, I would imagine.
A few years out of college, out of Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
Bottom third of the order. Carter leading off 2-2. Followed by Alex Presley and Jonathan VR. Two-run homer by George Springer. Second man up after Altuve led off with a walk with the 2 runs for Houston. Fielder's choice and a throwing error produced the 2 runs for the Mariners. Breaking ball hammered down the line. Just out of Seager's reach. He hung that baby.
Last couple of hits that he's given up has been on that slow curveball 74, and he's leaving it up in the zone.
Chris Carter jumped all over Seattle Mariners baseball and Root Sports. Being brought to you by Honda. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda. Now it's your Honda dealer. By Seattle City Light. Visit seattle.gov/WePower for more information. And by Pizza Hut. Make it great. Very pleasant evening. Temperature in the mid-60s here at Safeco Field this Saturday evening. Mariners have won 4 of their last 5. Houston struggling with 4 consecutive losses.
I think he's trying to throw that curveball in the dirt. He's just not getting it there.
There's Alex Presley. After Chris Carter delivered the fourth hit for the third hit, beg your pardon, for Houston.
Sometimes the tendency is to try to overthrow it, and when you do that, it just spins. It doesn't have the break that you want, and that's when you leave it up in the zone.
Thank her. In addition to Curtis Wilson, our outstanding producer, but also our good buddy Rod Allen from the Detroit Tigers telecast, dropping in a text that it was indeed the Fort Worth, Texas Black Panther unis today. Thank you, Rod.
We'll see him at the end of the homestand.
That's right. Cano can't get it. Carter will get the big stop sign from Pat Listash, the third base coach. So here comes Houston. Nobody out, runners at the corners.
Take a look at the last pitch. This is a changeup. Changeup in the middle of the plate, 88 miles an hour. Finds a hole on the right side.
Brings up Jonathan VR. Flied out to left. Bauer had a good run of 11 consecutive hitters retired after giving up the 2-run homer. Now he's in trouble, nobody out. Bouncing ball, Cano. Bobble, bobble, bobble. Did they get the out? Yes, they do. My goodness.
I think we're going to, here comes Bo Porter. I figured he was going to come out of the dugout. I'm not sure that Cano was able to recover and beat Presley to the bag. Tries to pick it up with his bare hand. Misses it again, and then it's a foot race to the base, and we'll see. Presley has good speed. Oh, he tagged him. Good play. And it looked like he was able to tag him on the hip just before he was able to get to the bag. So a good job of staying with the play. But that will be an RBI for VR on the fielder's choice.
So runners scoring on a play was Carter, so runner at first. Carter scored. Presley retired. 1 out, 3-2 Houston. Here's Altuve. Runner goes, hit and run, executed perfectly. VR to second. They get Altuve, hung up another runner, kept on coming, and he scores. Mustache originally had the stop sign up, and VR kept on going. 2 runs on the board here in the 5th inning.
We'll take a look at a pitch up out over the plate. Altuve going with the pitch, dumps it down the right field line. Saunders gets to it quickly. He's trying to hold Altuve to a single. And in the meantime, VR, who was held up, they decide to send him after the throw comes into second base, and so they pick up another run.
So Altuve with the 17th run batted in. Here's Springer. 2-run homer first time up, a fly to right.
Take a look at VR. Hit and run. Let's see if he slows down coming around third. He does. He's the one that picks it up. He sees the throw going to second and decides to move on and score on the play.
Pitch out, nothing doing.
Tom Wilhelmsen getting loose in the pen for the Mariners. Next pitch will be 70. Brandon Maurer.
3 hits in the inning have produced 2 runs. That's hit a long way and foul. Got some bat speed there.
There's Tom. Mariners bullpen in really good shape. Well, it comes down to how long Lloyd McClendon wants to stay with Maurer.
Altuve back. 4 runs on 5 hits and an error for Houston. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Mariners. Mariners got 2 runs in the first on 2 hits. Got a James Jones infield single in the second and have been held hitless in the 3rd and 4th innings. Springer gets into this one. He's got a 2-home run night. We just mentioned there's some serious bat speed. He just hits one out. A laser shot. A 6-2 lead. It was a 1-1 pitch. Springer with his 2nd home run tonight gives him 6 on the season. 4 RBIs tonight gives him 19.
We'll take a look at it. That's another off-speed pitch. Like a changeup again in the middle of the plate. And that will bring out Lloyd McClendon.
John Wilhelmsen's going to get the call.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits in this inning. And he takes the ball from Maurer, who is done for this evening. So he lasts into the 5th, gets 1 out here, and leaves Mariners down by 4.
Tink with you here at the Ford Sports Desk. Meantime, a wild one in the Windy City between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. The Sox were 3 outs away from a shutout when the Yankees offense finally comes alive. Brian McCann singled home Kelly Johnson to even the score at 3-9. Then in the 10th, Jacoby Ellsbury hit a solo shot to right field, put the Yankees up 4-3, and that is how it would end. The White Sox scored 3 in the first inning, but they were shut out the rest of the way. Guys?
All right, Angie, look at the American League East. The Blue Jays, they were in last place about 2 weeks ago. Now they lead by 2. And the Red Sox, the defending world champions, they got Napoli and several others injured. They're 8 games under 500. Not a good one for Brendan Maurer.
No, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned on the 6 hits. 1 walk, couple of strikeouts, 72 pitches.
It has been a big inning
for Tom. ERA just over 2 now. 19 strikeouts and 22 innings pitched. Opponents hitting just 185 off of Tom.
Big inning here for the Astros. 6-2 lead, a 4 spot on the board.
Good fastball for Tom. 95 to 97. We'll mix in a cut fastball, which will be in the low 90s. Also a hard curveball and a changeup to the left-handed hitters.
6 men to the plate here. Dexter Fowler, 1 out, 4 runs in. 2-0. Tom behind. 3-0. Maurer had the good fastball working and started going to the softer stuff.
He switched up. A leadoff double was on the curveball. We saw a couple of changeups, including that home run by Springer. There's a fastball in there for a strike for Tom.
So he got away from what was working. At one point, he had retired 11 consecutive hitters after giving up the walk and 2-run homer to open up the ballgame.
Good fastball tonight, too. Stopped out at 97.
Wilhelmsen comes in and walks his first batter. True to the brew. There you go. And it looks like he is. Two-fisted drinker. Getting after it. Getting after it. That's what the Astros have done here in the 5th. There's Jason Castro.
This game is far from over. But you have to stop it. Good idea. Keep an eye on Fowler.
Fowler, successful base stealer, 5 out of 8 on the season. Way outside to Castro. Bounced into 4 double plays on the season. Tom could use one right here. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. Astros joining the American League West last year. Went 10-9 against the Angels, 9-10 against the Mariners, but got waylaid by Oakland. Only 4-15 against the A's and Texas. They were just 2-17. 6-32 against Oakland and Texas. 19-19 against the Mariners and the Angels. Balls, 1 strike.
Tom has a good fastball tonight, but he's having a hard time getting it down in the zone. When he's missing up. Rick Waite's pitching coach make a trip out to the mound, see if he can find a way to get him down.
It's 2-1 to Castro, who's 0 for 10 on this series.
8 pitches for Tom, 2 strikes.
There you go. Chamber of Commerce loves that shot. Beautiful evening here in Seattle. 6-2 Astros lead. This is the 3rd of 4. Coming up tomorrow, the all-star right-hander Sashi Iwakuma will go against Dallas Keuchel. He's 5-2 with a 2.92 ERA. Iwakuma 3-0 with a 1.76. 2-1. And there for strike count evens at 2-2. Rick Waite saw something. An adjustment and some encouraging words here to Wilhelmsen. Let's see if he can get out of it. 2-2 and at first. 1 out. Back is Seager. Makes the play. 2 away. Next Friday is Mariners Fedora night right here at Safeco Field. Fun, fashionable, and free to the first 20,000 fans. And the Mariners take on the Tigers. Step up your hat game when you get your tickets at mariners.com. These guys got the head start, as does that gentleman. That'll be a good look. And the ladies can rock them just as well, if not better, than the guys. Striking ball to Dominguez, strike 1. Dominguez, the 8th man to the plate here in the 5th inning.
Royals and Angels in the 12th inning, tied up 4-4.
With a breaking ball, 1-1. Brandon Maurer had to leave the ball game after giving up a 2-run homer to George Springer. The second 2-run shot he's given up to George this evening. This is Wilhelmsen's 3rd hitter. And he's behind 2-1. George Springer, young man out of the state of Connecticut. #1 prospect in that Houston organization. Runner goes. Good jump. But
no chance.
Absolutely no. Stolen base standing up for Fowler, his 6th. Now a 3-1 count. Dominguez leads the club in home runs with 7. Sometimes got to be careful. And he lost it. So Wilhelmsen's faced 3 batters, walked 2 of them. And the 9th man coming to the plate. And that's going to be Mark Krause, the first baseman. Are you the ultimate Northwest Mariner fan in the state of Oregon? Then Root Sports is looking for you throughout the month of May, which means you only have 1 week left. Send us your photo and story using hashtag UltimateNWFan or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or email at UltimateFan@RootSports.com. You can win a trip for two to Safeco Field for Fan Appreciation Night in September, personalized Mariners jersey, and more. For official rules, go to RootSports.com.
There's a happy Mariner fan. The guy was having some fun.
Strike one to Krause, who's flied out twice. Once to center, once to left. 2 on here for the Astros. They've scored 4 times already, lead 6-2. Little looper going back. It's going to be trouble, and it is. Coming around to score is Fowler. 7-2 Houston. Working his way to third is Dominguez. RBI for Krause. That's his 12th of the year, and now Houston is batted around.
He ends up jamming him. It's a little flare into right field as he gets in on the hands of Krause. Breaks his bat, but he'll take it. It's a base hit and an RBI for him. A couple of walks cost Tom here in this inning.
There's Chris Carter for the second time. He doubled off of Mauer. Opened up the inning, came around and scored. Fielder's choice by VR. To Carter.
Royals and Angels have now moved into the 13th inning.
1-1. Big pop up coming back this way. Carter, the 10th man to the plate here in the 5th inning. Play as well. Amazing how this game can turn. I mean, Mauer was dominant after giving up the 2-run homer in the first inning. 11 in a row retired. Gave up a 2-out base hit in the 4th, and then got out of it with fly out to Krause. Then the bottom just fell right out here in the 5th inning. All 2 strikes. Hit back to Wilhelmsen. Easy toss to Smoke. 10 men to the plate, 5 runs on 5 hits, leave a couple. 7-2 Astros. When we come back, we'll look at highlights of the '79 All-Star game that was played right here in Seattle. rules of wireless restrictions. National League 79 All-Star game, down a run. 7th inning, Dave Parker can't find this bloop off the bat of Jim Rice. Jim Ed decides to stretch it for 3. Cobra guns him down. Ron Say, the Penguin, with the tag. Now Greg Nettles, base hit right field, trying to score Brian Downing. Throw from Parker to Gary Carter, who smothers Downing for the out. Bruce Sutter was the pitcher there, rooting him on. Parker was named the MVP in that All-Star game. 15 future Hall of Famers played in that tilt at the Kingdome. That was on July 19th of 1979. And here's how the National League won it. Lee Mazzilli tied the game, topped the 8th solo home run, and then gave the National League the lead with an RBI walk.
I like the third line there. 15 future Hall of Famers played in the game. 15.
We saw in those highlights, you saw Jim Rice. He's in the Hall of Fame. Bruce Sutter's in the Hall of Fame. Gary Carter is in the Hall of Fame. The 3 guys that we showed in that video. Willie Bloomquist fights one off foul.
Well, Mariners now, they'll have to get it all back in one inning. Just chip away at it. See if you can pick up a run or 2 here and there and get yourself back in the game.
Oh, and 2 here to Willie. Fouls off another. Back foot breaking ball. Bloomquist trying to light a spark here for the Mariners. Bloomquist, Jones, and Romero against Brett Oberholzer. 0-6 with a 5.68 ERA entering tonight.
I'd like to see Willie get on and turn the lineup back over with Jones waiting on deck. Jones extending his hitting streak to 14 games.
This is playable. First baseman Krause is there. Other baseball events from 1979. Who was the idiot who didn't vote for 23 of them didn't vote for Willie Mays in the Hall of Fame? Can you believe that? Ken Forsch throws a no-hitter. J.R. Richard throws 6 wild pitches on April 10th. Royals draft Dan Marino and John Elway on June 8th. Spocky Anderson named Tiger manager on June 12th. You know what he did in '84. And Ricky Henderson made his MLB debut. I'm going to guess Ricky would say Ricky got 3 hits that day, I'm going to guess.
Probably a couple of stolen bases.
Yeah.
He had 3 hits.
Seriously, 23 guys didn't vote for Willie Mays for the Hall of Fame. I mean, stop. Crossfire action there by Oberholzer. Jones with a ground out to second and an infield hit plus a stolen base. An infield hit was challenged and won by Lloyd McClendon. That's a nice pitch there to strike him out. We're out number 2. Oberholzer with that strikeout. That's number 7. Bandana working. I like it. 79 throwback. Turn back the clock night here at Safeco Field.
Oberholzer had been struggling coming into the game. 0-6 record, ERA well north of 5. And he struggled at the start of this game in the first inning. Mariners pick up a couple of runs, but he definitely has settled down. And
sure has. 9 in a row.
If you want to give a pitcher some confidence, give him a lead, and that's what he has now, a 5-run lead.
1-1 to Stephen Romero. Walked, scored in the first inning, grounded out to short in the second. Mariners with 3 hits, none since the second inning. Ball and 2 strikes. He went right after him, strikes him out for his 8th K, 10th consecutive hitter retired. Overholser in Houston leads it big, 7-2. On Root Sports is brought to you by Vern Fonk Insurance. Bad luck can hit anyone. Insure with the 13th man, Vern Fonk Insurance. And by Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. We look at the sunset from Alki. 7-2 as the Astros sent 10 men to the plate in the 5th inning, scored 5 runs on 5 hits. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Turn back the clock night here at Safeco Field. Alex Presley will lead it off here in the 6th. Jonathan Villar and Jose Altuve. 8-9-1 against Tom Wilhelmsen. Wilhelmsen on in relief of Brandon Maurer. The starter went 4 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs, all earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts.
In the 5th inning, when Tom came on, there was 1 out. It took him 22 pitches to get the next 2 outs in the inning. Gave up a run, a couple of walks. They're quickly behind here. His first hitter of this inning, Presley.
Saunders made a nice sliding catch in the 2nd inning on Presley, and then a base hit in the 5th. Tom way behind, 3-0.
A couple of pitches that are close, and he's not getting the call. There you can see it on the EQC tracer. The last pitch, 94 miles an hour at the bottom of the strike zone.
Strike 3-1. VR is on deck. Full count now with that strike and breaking ball. his recent outings, Wilhelmsen's command has been pretty much pinpoint. Struggling here tonight.
He has been pitching well. And again, the command of his fastball, a big key of it. And tonight he's having a hard time with it. There's bullpen overall, second. He really pitched well.
Tom came in with
fourth in the American League. 3.11 ERA.
Tom came in with a scoreless streak of 13 2/3. And 2 off the plate, leadoff walk. That's Tom's third walk. 1979, some more events. This happened in '79. Remember this Disco Demolition Night in Chicago? What a disaster that was. I remember being at Shea Stadium covering a Phillies Mets double dip when Thurman Munson. That news came across that he died in a plane crash. Tony La Russa going to the Hall of Fame this year. White Sox named him manager that year. Mr. Brock, 3,000 hit club. Yaz joined it, and Lou Brock stole his final base number 938. VR 0 for 2. He does have an RBI, fielder's choice RBI, back in that big 5th inning. Seven runs on 7 hits with an error for Houston. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Mariners. Breaking ball for strike, 0-2. Outside, couldn't get it.
Didn't miss by much. Good pitch. 0-2 count. Certainly don't want to miss on the plate, so he misses just off the plate away. So he comes back with that good curveball. He did, but missed with it.
So count runs at 2-2 for Jonathan VR. Man at first, Alex Presley. Tom throwing a lot of pitches tonight. 2-2. Full count.
Man, he's thrown 35 pitches to record 2 outs. His splits aren't good. 35 pitches, 17 strikes. There's Altuve, the leadoff hitter, waiting on deck.
This is Tom's 7th hitter. Runner goes. The pitch outside, ball 4. 4th walk by Wilhelmsen. King Felix is calling all fans to join his royal court next Wednesday when he takes the hill against Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, and the Angels at 7:10. You're going to receive a gold tee and a K card plus a seat in the King's Court, all for $30. Pick up your seats right now when you visit Mariners.com/Felix. A few encouraging words from John Bucca and Willie Bloomquist to Tom Wilhelmsen. He could use them right now. He's got 2 on, nobody out. And a tough hitter here in Altuve.
Yeah, their best hitter. Had a good series. 6 for 10 in the series.
Ooh.
Raises batting average to .321.
Started the night #1 in with hits in the big leagues. He takes a big hack at a breaking ball. Batting average 6th in the American League. Mariners much in need of a double play here. Presley at second, VR at first. And strike 2 to Altuve.
Primal starting to get loose. Been a good year for second baseman in the American League. You look at the numbers overall, not just second base numbers, but overall numbers. Cano and Altuve and Kinsler.
And Dozier. Base hit, Altuve. Gonna get a stop sign, and Astros have loaded him up. It's a second hit for Altuve tonight. He is just wearing out the Mariners.
Looks like a curveball. Tom leaves it in the middle of the plate. Finds a hole on the left side of the infield, and Rick Waite's going to make another trip out to the mound. He went out to the mound last inning to talk to Tom. Back out there again. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Springer due up, who's already had a couple of 2-run home runs in this game. 4 RBIs for Springer.
He is having a night. Our Seattle City Light power play. First time up, he swung the first pitch. And look where he hit it.
In the first inning, fastball into the seats in right field.
Third time up after flying out to right. How about this? A 1-1 pitch.
Well, his 6th home run of the year.
First pitch from Tom. Bases loaded. Breaking ball. Gets away. Speeding home. In there safely. The other runners move up. That's Presley scoring. So Tom Wilhelmsen having a nightmare.
That will be a wild pitch. The Astros tonight 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position as Tom bounces this curveball. Right off the heel of the glove of John Buck.
VR scores. It's 8-2 Houston. 1-0 count here to Springer. Outside. 2-0. VR's at third. Altuve at second. 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. Dexter Fowler waits his turn. Ball for a strike. 3-1. Here to Springer. Down ball backhanded by Blomquist. Throws over to get Springer. Run scores on the play as VR comes home.
That would be Springer's 5th.
Have a night indeed. 5 RBIs for George Springer. Altuve held at second. First down of the inning. Dexter Fowler. Looks at strike 1. Dexter tonight fly to left, strikeout looking, walk, stolen base, and scored a run in the big 5th inning. Line drive, Cano's got it. Altuve back safely. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 6th man to the plate, Jason Castro. So the 5th and 6th innings, that's 16 batters.
As you mentioned earlier, Tom throwing a lot of pitches. 47 pitches, 25 strikes. It's 11 batters, 6 first pitch strikes.
One.
And he is not getting anything around the edges of the plate.
Oberholzer, the winless left-handers, had plenty of rest time here this evening. 1-1, 2-1. Tom struggles. Oberholzer has retired the last 10 men that he's faced. He struck out 8. And he's held the Mariners hitless the last 3 innings. Three balls, 1 strike. Altuve, good speed. He's out at second. 2 outs. Count runs full with that foul tip into the glove of John Buck. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. So Castro's gone. Astros add 2 more runs on 1 hit, leave a man stranded. Right in the spirit of the 70s, bell bottoms and the platform shoes. It's all Houston tonight. sports. Let's review some of the 79 sports champions. SC defeated Michigan. National Football Championship went to Alabama. Steelers beat the Cowboys. That was a great game. How about the Magic Larry Bird National Championship game that made the Final Four the big splendor that we know it today? Rick Mears wins the Indy 500. The Canadiens beat the New York Rangers. John Van Beesbrook, the goalie that year. The Sonics beat the Bullets. That was a return match. The Bullets had won the year before. The Whitecaps won in the North American Soccer League. I believe they upset the New York Cosmos with Pelé and company. And the U.S. Open was won by John McEnroe. Some rallying to do for the Mariners. Down big 9-2 to Brett Oberholzer, who has struck out 8 and retired the last 10 men that he's faced. Mariners hitless since the second inning. Robinson Cano to lead it off. Oberholzer coming into tonight's game 0-6 with a 5.68 ERA, and he's been outstanding. It'll be Cano, Smoke, and Seager here in the 6th.
He really has pitched well. Mariners with just 3 hits. They do have a couple of runs. One of those hits belonging to Cano, 1 for 2 tonight. Make it 3.
He can hit.
Yeah, he can hit.
Flat out hit. Coming in, number 1 in batting in the American League, tied with Kinsler and Cabrera.
We'll take a look at this swing. Looks like he gets a fastball out over the plate. Doesn't try to do too much. Always leads with the hand, staying inside the ball. It's something he works on daily. And you want consistency. Cano coming into the game hitting .329 against left-handed pitching. So that batting average will go up over .330 now.
Brings up Smoke, base hit to right, beating the shift, and then popped out to the second baseman.
We'll have the shift on again. Swung around to the left side of the diamond. Tire right side of the infield wide open.
Two. Mariners won last night's game 6-1 behind Felix Hernandez. And they won the first game 3-1. Dominic Leone picked up his first big league win. Iwakuma and Keuchel in the finale tomorrow, and then the Angels come in for 4 games. 2 strikes. So Cano with a leadoff hit here in the 6th, the first since the Mariners got an infield hit in the second inning by James Jones. Two balls, 2 strikes. Not much of a lead by Cano. He's not going anywhere, down 9-2. Fly ball right field. Backs up Springer a little bit.
You mentioned it. Justin had a base hit to the right side of the field earlier in the game, and it looked like he was trying to go over there again, but he hit it in the air.
Coming up tomorrow, time now for a Century Link. Link to what's next. Dallas Keuchel. Got some nice numbers, 5-2 with a 2.92 ERA, but looking on the right side, Iwakuma 3-0 with a 1.76, and opponents hitting a .189 against him.
And that will be a good pitching matchup tomorrow. Dallas Keuchel, 2.92 ERA. He's pitched well.
Yep. Breaking ball, center field. It gets down for a base hit. Cano will stop at second. So Kyle Seager gets the Mariners in a first and second 1-out situation here in the 6th.
Off-speed pitch up in the zone. A curveball leaves it on the plate for Kyle. Now gets his first base hit of the game. 1 for 3. Darren Downs, left-hander, getting loose for the Astros.
Slightly bigger crowd here tonight from last night. Last night 21,192. Tonight 21,585. Mariners 1 out, 2 on. John Buck 0 for 2. Looks to the strike. John's fly to right and struck out. John's quickly in an 0-2 hole.
Oberholzer's throwing a lot of strikes tonight. It's 88 pitches, 64 strikes for him.
Castro keeps it in front of him, 1-2. Big road here for the Mariners. They've won 4 of 5. They got to rally to keep that nice run going. Meanwhile, Houston has lost 4 consecutive ball games. Smash just out of the reach of Altuve. They'll hold Cano. The Mariners have him loaded up. John Buck gave it a good ride to center field. So bases loaded for Michael Saunders, who struck out twice tonight.
Solid line drive back up the middle. Just out of the reach of Altuve. Good jump by Cano, but the Mariners are going station to station, down 9-2. Bring up Michael Saunders. Saunders, tough night so far, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
Pitching coach Brent Strom coming out for a visit. Boy, they're really showing off, putting on a look at my man there. Oh, jeez. Bad. Texas beat Detroit 12-2 earlier today. Angels lose in 13 at home to Kansas City 7-4. And Oakland loses at Toronto 5-2. The scores in AL West. There's an opportunity for the Mariners. 1 out, bases loaded. Strike 1 to Saunders.
Oberholzer really hasn't changed his pattern either. He's getting ahead with the fastball, and then he's trying to throw his slider, curveball, and changeup. Last pitch looked like a slider down and away from Michael. Mariners 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight.
High to Saunders. Oh, 2 strikes with the bases loaded and 1 out. Gave Saunders a huge gap between the center fielder and the right fielder. He's got a 1-2 pitch. And it hard off the glove. Here's Altuve will get a force as a run scores. And went off the glove of Krause to Altuve, flips to VR for the out. So they get John Buck.
That is a bad break for Michael Saunders and the Mariners. He'll pick up an RBI, but it looked like it should have been a base hit once it goes off the glove. Good job by Buck to get out of the way. Deflected right to Altuve.
So 3-4-6 on that force out. Out number 2. Run scores. That's Cano. To third goes Seager. Saunders, RBI, fielder's choice. He's at first. And now Ackley 0 for 2. A strikeout and a foul out to the catcher. Oberholzer with 8 strikeouts tonight. He's walked just 1, giving up 3 runs on 6 hits. 0-2 to Ackley.
He's up to 96 pitches now, 70 strikes. The season high for pitches thrown in a game, 105. That was back on the 6th of May against the Tigers.
To Ackley. Broken bat ground ball. Altuve throws to get Ackley, and that'll do it. Mariners get a run on 3 hits. Leave a couple. 9-3 Houston.
We're in the 7th inning. Angie Mentink with you here at the Ford Sports Desk. Tomorrow we debut a new episode of Mariners All Access. Again, that is at noon on Sunday, and we will debut the journey of Ronis Elias from Cuba to the big leagues. And we'll also talk with Dominic Leone, the pictures you see right now. We chat a little bit more about his upbringing. We hit several topics, learn about his parents, his brother, who has proved to be an inspiration, and how he taught himself a cutter by watching Mariano Rivera videos on YouTube. And congratulations again to Dominic, who finally picked up his first major league win. That was on Thursday night, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you. We look forward to that. New pitcher for the Mariners out of the bullpen, Joe Beimel.
For Joe, his 17th appearance on the year. Pitched well, 2.57 ERA, 10 strikeouts in 14 innings. Opponents hitting .280, has yet to give up a home run this year.
Beimel's going to face 5, 6, and 7 here in the Houston order, 7th inning. Pat Dominguez, Mark Krause, Chris Carter.
Guzman has come out on deck to hit for Krause.
Okay. See what Beimel can do here. Rocky outing for Tom Wilhelmsen. Starter was Brendan Maurer. He went 4 1/3. Fly ball coming in is Saunders, but Cano ranging out. He was shading towards second base and made that play. Well done.
And Saunders was playing deep in right field, so there really wasn't a chance for him to get there in time. McDonald Supermo, over the shoulder catch by Cano.
Jesus Guzman will stand in now, take over at first base. There's Guzman, 1 for 7 pinch hitting this season. Break 1. Astros with 2 runs in the first, 5 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. Mariners 2 in the first, 1 in the 6th. To Guzman. So the breaking ball misses. 2-1. Looking back, ground ball to Cano. 2 away. More events on this turn back to clock night. Not this guy, but back in the real deal. Remember this, the Hood Canal Bridge partially sinks. Jupiter's rings discovered. Phillips demonstrates the CD. Sonics win the title. The Happy Meal introduced. First Walkman goes on sale, and Michael Jackson releases Off the Wall. I had that LP.
I had a few of those Happy Meals along the way.
I had my my youngest son was cataloging LPs that I had, that my wife and I, when we got married, we only had like 2 common pieces, or 2 common LPs, but just got to catalog them and file them or sell them. We got to do something. We got to make some space here. You know what I mean? It's a project. You catalog them, pal.
You only had 2 common. Do you know what they are?
Oh, geez. You know, I know it wasn't Cat Stevens. Probably, yeah, I tell you it was. I think one was the Commodores, for sure. Carter bouncing the ball down to Seager. Quick release. And wound up hitting Carter, looks like. Good base hit.
Kyle had to make an adjustment on the backhand. Didn't look like he had a good grip on him. McDonald Supermo catches Carter on the leg with the throw. Well, hits him in the foot. With Carter hitting, Kyle was playing almost back onto the grass. You can understand why.
Absolutely.
For the swinging bunt, he'll get a base hit.
Carter 2 for 4 tonight. Alex Presley will be the hitter. 2 out, 1 on. Presley 1 for 2. A walk, and later scored on a wild pitch. That was in the 6th. Quick one, Alex. 0-2. Line drive left field. Ackley can't get it. Carter will hold it second. Two-hit night for Alex Presley. Two out base runners here for Houston. We take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Wrap it up tomorrow with Houston, this last game of their second trip to Safeco Field. Then the Angels come in for the second time. Tigers, their only time. Then a makeup game in New York. Then get back on the plane, go to Atlanta for a couple, day off, and then a weekend wraparound series in St. Pete. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And Monday will be a day game, and then the Mariners will travel all the way across the country and take on the Yankees for 3, Texas for 3, and San Diego for 2.
With that base hit by Presley, 10 hits now, 9 runs on 10 hits for the Astros tonight.
Here's VR. 2-strike VR tonight. Picked up a fielder's choice RBI. Later scored. Walked in the 6th and scored. And his first time up, he flied out to left. Beimel, the third Mariner pitcher tonight. Maurer went 4 1/3. Wilhelmsen went an inning and 2/3. Big difference from last night when Felix went 8 strong innings of 5-hit 1-run ball, striking out 9, walking 1. Way out front, ball with 2 strikes. Wilhelmsen, inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 4 walks and 1 K. The end of the bat. Looking ahead to the Mariners' home 7th, Willie Blomquist, James Jones, and Stephan Romero. 9-1-2 coming up.
Looks like Darren Downs is ready to go, so Oberholzer, he is done for the evening.
Such a nice game.
He did. When you think about the struggles he had, and he actually started off struggling in this game, but he settled down and then threw the ball well. Threw the ball the way we saw him throw it last year.
Complete game last September against the Mariners. He didn't look like an 0-6, 5.68 ERA
no,
guy.
He did not.
8 strikeouts, 10 retired in a row at one time. Cleveland put it on Baltimore today, 9-0. Giants lead Minnesota 2-0. Top of the 8th in San Francisco. Top of the 9th in San Diego. Cubs 3-2 over the Padres. Beimel and Buck trying to get in the same paragraph.
Dominic Leone starting to play catch out on the pen.
Looking at the division races, Detroit's threatening to run away, and Colorado's trying to maintain contact with San Francisco, and everybody else is pretty tight. Milwaukee had a big lead. They've come back to earth. Did he go? Did not, says Tom Hallion. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs and 2 on.
We'll see if it was a check swing. Yeah. I think he was okay.
Deuce is wild here for Beimel against VR. Jones coming in. There's a speed, and he runs it down. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. 9-3. Jonesy's going to lead off. Will be the second man after Willie Bloomquist leads off when we return. Welcome back, everybody. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew on hand here. 7th inning stretch. Fans having some, well, not having a lot of fun because Mariners are down big, but a festive atmosphere. Turned back the clock night here at Safeco Field. 9-2 ball game. A lot of wigs in the house here tonight.
A lot of wigs.
I put mine away, Mike.
Thank you. It was great. I enjoyed it, but that was enough.
It was hot, I got to tell you.
I like the T-shirt.
Thank you. Yeah. There you go. The Mariners' 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? I like that one. A wig and a Sonics T-shirt. Good stuff.
Championship shirt.
That was a good ball club, too. I enjoyed watching them. Aaron Downs takes over. Pitched an inning and a third of 2-hit, 1-run ball last night. Up the middle, base hit.
There you go.
Willie Bloomquist trying to ignite something here.
Really solid base hit right back up the middle. Turn the lineup over, get back to the top of the lineup with Jones. Jones has a base hit in the game. And our McDonald Supermo taking a look at Willie's swing. Always tries to stay inside the ball. Talking to him the other day, that's his approach. Up the middle the other way.
Jones with an infield hit. Shows bunt. There's a strike.
And for Downs, his 9th appearance on the year. He's pitched well, 1.5 ERA, 6 innings, 5 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting just 200 off of him. Good fastball, slider, changeup.
Oh, 0-2. Jones was called out on an infield hit. Boy, McClendon challenged. Took him 52 seconds to overturn it. Got a base hit. Kept his hitting streak alive. And he takes a called third strike. Turn back to clock night. 1979, some world events. The Shah flees Iran. Ayatollah Khomeini, he arrives in Tehran. Sadat and Begin signed a peace treaty with President Carter. Carter and Brezhnev, they signed SALT II. Saddam Hussein becomes Iraqi president. The hostage crisis began, and the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. Only a few of the names have changed in some of those headlines. One out, one on.
Stephen Romero, 0 for 2, scored a run. He walked in the first and came around to score. See if he can check in with a base hit right here.
It's a strike 1-1.
Cano waiting on deck. He still continues with his hot hitting. As you look at Dominic Leon, looks like he's going to get an inning's worth of work.
So popped up. Guzman, new to the game, backs up, stays with it. Wow. 2 outs.
He is going to hear about that one. Guarantee it.
Hearing it now. It's a matchup of East versus West. When the Yankees come to town June 10, 11, and 12 to take on the Mariners, make sure you join us for a thrilling series. Robinson Cano faces his former team and Yankee captain Derek Jeter. Faces final visit to Safeco Field. Great seats to see the Mariners and Yankees. Still available at mariners.com. Jeter's been making a farewell tour. I wonder with the Mariners, what, if anything, they'll give him. I'm sure it'll be something.
Be something. Cano now has his average up to 332. 2 for 3 effort tonight.
Bouncing ball out to Vay. Nice play. And he throws out Cano. Cano hit it sharply. Good range by Altuve. Mariners strand a runner. We go to the 8th. Mariners down 9-3, and Dominic Leon will take over.
Headed to the 8th inning here at Safeco Field, and it's retro night at the ballpark, but apparently it's also retro night for some of you at home. We take a look at some of our AT&T fan photos of the game, and Jessica, very comfortable at home, and I like the turn back the clock t-shirt. She's got the Trident t-shirt on. Well done. Seth is enjoying the festivities here at Safeco Field with a friend, and finally Mike down for a pitcher just behind home plate. Nice seats, Mike. Congratulations. Tweet your photos to hashtag Mariners Fan Photo for a chance to be shown in an upcoming broadcast. I can't score that. Your seats, guys, up there aren't even that good. That's
they're pretty good. Look at that. Right above the A at Safeco, but we are not complaining. Not complaining. New shortstop Nick Franklin takes over, and Willie Bloomquist moves over to second. Robinson Cano with the rest of the night off. And Dominic Leone takes over on the mound.
17th appearance, 1.40 ERA. About 23 strikeouts and 19 in the third. Opponent's hitting just 203 off Dominic. He will get the top of the lineup for the Astros. Altuve, Springer, and Fowler due up.
Two more hits for Altuve. Scored twice tonight. Driven in a run. Ball one to Jose. Leads the big leagues in hits with 68. Counting the two tonight. Look at those series numbers. 7 for 11. But chasing.
Charlie getting loose in the pen for the Mariners.
Two and one to Altuve. Second base, boy, for an all-star game is going to be something. Altuve, Cano, Dozier, and Kinsler. Popped up. Seager for out number one. Year in film in 1979. Meryl Streep breakout performance with Dustin Hoffman and Kramer versus Kramer. Amityville Horror. Yo, Adrian! Apocalypse Now. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It smells like victory. And Star Trek and Alien. Robert Duvall with that line.
What a night Springer's having. He's 2 for 4, but he has 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, a couple of 2-run homers, and then he picked up another RBI on a ground out his last time up.
Crush one to right, crush one to left. Only Bloomquist will get the play. Look what he has done since getting that first home run. That was in Detroit. It's an opposite field shot. He's picked it up. That's why he's so highly regarded. Dexter Fowler. 0 for 3. A walk, stolen base, and a run scored tonight. Leone's the 4th Mariner pitcher this evening. Two and 0. Major league win for Leone on Thursday night. 3-1 Mariners in that one. Bouncing ball. Smoke plays it nicely. Feeds to Leone. And a nice 1-2-3 inning for the rookie out of Norwich, Connecticut, Dominic Leone. 9-3 Astros. Difference of the game. How about Brett Oberholzer? Came in winless, had an ERA almost 6, and he dominated.
He ends up giving up 2 runs in the first inning. His defense let him down. There was an error in the inning, but the Mariners scored twice to tie up the game, and then after that, he went to work. Ended up having a solid outing for him, something I'm sure that the Astros like to see him build on. Probably their most consistent pitcher last year, but comes into the game today with an 0-6 record, ERA north of 5.
Tell you what, he looked really good tonight. 8 strikeouts. At one point retired 10 consecutive hitters. And he's a guy that picked up a complete game victory last September in Houston against the Mariners. Here's what he did.
6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. Walked 1 batter, had 8 strikeouts and 97 pitches for him.
Time running short on the Mariners. And a new second baseman, Marwin Gonzalez, taking over at second base. Here's Smoke to lead it off. Smoke, Seager, and Buck.
Let's go, Justin!
On 1 here. Smoke 0-2.
Good changeup from Downs.
Downs gave up a leadoff single to Bloomquist in the 7th and then retired the next 3 men. Foul ball. Smoke tonight got a single to right in the first inning, since then a pop up to second, fly out to right. Just got a piece of that.
Another changeup down out of the strike zone.
Downs one of these real long arm delivery guys. You know, I just flashed who he reminds me of, particularly in that uniform. Bob Nepper.
Bob Nepper.
Remember, left-hander?
Yeah.
Mid-80s. Very similar.
Justin's trying not to give this at bat away. This will be the 7th pitch in the at bat coming up. Bob Nepper. Didn't he also pitch for the Red Sox?
I'll look it up.
He did.
The Giants come to mind too.
Giants, yeah.
The Giants come to mind.
Royals ended up beating the Angels. I believe that was 13 innings when they went 7-4.
In tight.
Maybe it's because the jersey of the Astros is so flashy. I don't remember the number being on the front of the pants.
Oh yeah, they had those. Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't remember that.
Bob Nepper. Yep, Giants, Houston Giants. 15-year career, 146 and 155. Nepper pitched from 1976 to 1990. 9 years with Houston, 7 with the Giants. 2-2 here to Smoke. Struck him out. We continue. Looking back to 79, top singles. My Sharona, one-hit wonder, The Knack. Donna Summer was in her glory. That was some great disco times back in the day. Peaches and Herb with Reunited. Rod Stewart, that song seemed to be playing every other minute. And La Freak, we still hear that here at the ballpark by Chic. High fly ball, deep to right off the bat of Kyle Seager, and it is off the wall. Seager making his way to third. He'll get there easily. Springer made a good attempt and couldn't come up with it. Seager with a triple, his first of the year.
I think Springer maybe was fooled on this, trying to find the wall and pick up the ball late. Kyle's a towering fly ball out to right. Oof. Not a good idea to close your eyes. Almost hit him in the head.
He was in great shape. And
Kyle just missing a home run right off the top of the wall, and Bo Porter will make a pitching change. Watch him close his eyes and just loses track of it, I think, and then tries to cover up.
Yeah, he knew he sudden impact. He was anticipating that. One out, man at third on a triple pitching change. We'll come back, turn back the clock night at Safeco Field right after this. And if you had stock in Wig futures, you're making a killing tonight. 9-3. Astros on top of the Mariners. And Josh Fields takes over on the mound for Houston. John Buck, his first hitter. John single to center last time up.
For Fields, high ERA. He has struggled this year, but 24 strikeouts and 16 and a third, 9 walks, opponents hitting .284. He's given up 1 home run. That home run to Kyle Seager. He has good fastball, be in the mid-90s and a curve.
Look out. Oh, boy. Glendon ducking. Thank goodness for the screen. Right at the skip. One out. Seager at third with his first triple. 0-2 here to Buck. See the ball down to third. Seager's going to score. Buck thrown out. Picks up an RBI. 9-4 ball game. Get downtown from the airport for only $2.75 on Sound Transit's Blink Light Rail. See how easy it is at soundtransit.org. John Buck in RBI is second of the season. Seager scoring, and now here's Michael Saunders.
Michael 0 for 3 with an RBI.
Been Houston's night. 2 runs in the first, 5 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. Charlie Furbush warming up. Mariners 2 runs in the first, 1 in the sixth, another here in the eighth. Popped up, long run for the left fielder, calls off the yard. The left fielder Presley on the case. 9th inning coming up. As the Mariners get a run to make it 9-4. The Mariners as we play the top of the ninth. Robinson Cano bobblehead night when the Mariners take on the Tigers Saturday, May 31st at 7:10. Text Cano to 71532 to win 2 tickets in the Commissioner's Box for bobblehead night. Plus receive your very own 7-inch version of the 5-time All-Star. For more info, go to mariners.com. Just like the Cano Mariner commercial, he does everything in slow motion. So are the fans here on this one. Earlier this evening, but this guy never in slow motion. Robert Lufkin, and doing his deal tonight. He's got the kids with him and everything. Got the wig on. Shake your groove thing. Former Mariner employee, puts on a show all the time here. Charlie Furbush takes over.
Charlie going to get an inning.
The dude is entertaining. Got to give it to him. Charlie's going to have Castro, Dominguez, and Guzman 4, 5, and 6. He did go, says Eric Cooper, strike 1.
For Charlie, 0-3 record, 5.68 ERA. 12 strikeouts, 5 walks. Only hitting .306.
Breaking ball through the hole for a base hit. Let's check in with Angie Menting.
Guys, elsewhere in the division, the Angels and the Royals taking on each other. It's retro night here. Down in Anaheim, it is Mike Trout hat night. Yeah, a trout on a hat. Seems like a good idea. I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of want one. Fittingly enough, Mike Trout, comes up with the Angels trailing by a run, and you guessed it, the fish goes deep. That tied it at 3, but this one went to 13, and the Royals battled back, guys, for a 7-4 win on Mike Trout hat night. We were actually there, I think, last year for Mike Trout hat
That's
night.
right.
Exactly, and there was like highest bidder for that thing.
That's wild. Angels, and they have jumped into second place, only 2.5 back. Mariners in third place. Rangers won their ball game today.
Well, after tomorrow, the Mariners will get the Angels for 4 days here at home.
Big series.
Yep, starting with a day game on Monday.
Oh, 2. And strikes him out on 3 pitches.
Charlie has a good fastball tonight. That fastball, 93 miles an hour. Charlie just reaches back and throws it by him.
Here's Guzman for the second time since entering the ball game. Grounded out to second, first time up. Bucks face mask. They're 1-1. Occupational hazard. That's the back of his head here. Ball right center field for Saunders. Two outs. Our review of 1979 of the year in television. Top rated programs. No surprise. 60 Minutes. As you remember Pat Summerall saying, and 60 Minutes followed by Murder, She Wrote. Three's Company, That's Incredible. Alice, MASH, Dallas, Flo, and the Jefferson. CBS dominating in that category.
Would have thought MASH and Dallas would have been higher on the list.
And 60 Minutes still running. MASH in syndication has been for years. Dallas, they started a new run. I think that was Ted Turner's crew. Chris Carter, 2 hits tonight, a double to left and an infield hit. Hates that corner, 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Now evens. Breaking ball just missed. Full count. Three-two from Charlie. Fouled off.
Talking about Kyle Farnsworth.
Yep. Just got picked up.
Veteran right-hander. It's the bottom of the ninth inning. Curious to see what its fastball looks like these days. It used to be 98, 99 miles an hour.
Fouls another one up. Farnsworth coming over after being cut by the Mets 10 days ago. He signed a week ago. Cut by the Mets on the 14th, signed on the 17th. Hey, Carter got a piece of that one.
It was another one off the mask.
Yep, he's checking inventory. Castro getting his interval running in after all these foul balls. Ninth pitch coming up. Two. Bounce down to Seager. Off his glove. Franklin there. Throws over. Safe. E5. Kyle Seager, his 6th error. So now 2 outs and 2 on.
Top spin of that second hop will come up on Kyle. Right off the heel of his glove. Franklin with a strong arm tried to help him out, but Carter beats it.
First error tonight by the Mariners. Presley enjoying a 2-hit night, 2 for 3 and runs scored.
Mariners hadn't made an error in the previous 6 games, so that streak will come to an end.
In tight. 1-1. And Farquhar sans mustache the last couple of days. Two and one. pitcher used tonight by Seattle. Mauer started 4 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Wilhelmsen inning of 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Weimel shutout inning. Leone a shutout inning. And now Charlie. And Charlie's going to throw a shutout inning. Well, puts it away. Last ups for the Mariners. Ackley will lead it off, followed by Willie Bloomquist, and then James Jones. Ups here for the Mariners, and here's a reminder to make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag #RootFanFave. Watch the Mariners pregame show tomorrow. Find out the top 5 fan favorite plays of the week. Official rules, visit rootsports.com. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Been a long night for the Mariners. Down on the short end right now, 9-4. Ackley, Bloomquist, and Jones coming up 8, 9, and 1. Sashi Iwakuma tomorrow against Dallas Keuchel. Here's Kyle Farnsworth.
Farnsworth will get Ackley, Willie Bloomquist, and Jones. It's the 3rd appearance on the year for him. High ERA, 1 2/3, has 1 strikeout, a couple of walks. Opponent's hitting .333 off of him.
Farnsworth has been a well-traveled, hard-throwing right-hander dating back to 1999 with the Cubs. With them until 05, he went to Detroit and Atlanta. In 06 and 07 with the Yankees. Part of 08 with the Yankees. Back to Detroit in 08. What a travel log. Kansas City in 09 and 10. Atlanta in part of 10. Tampa Bay part of 11 and 12. 13. Pittsburgh in 13. And this year the Mets and now Houston.
He's always been a hard-throwing right-hander. Can get wild at times.
Got a career record of 43 up, 66 down, and he saved 57 games. Strike at the low end of the zone, 0-2.
That's good fastball. Last fastball, 94 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone.
Fastball up and away, 1-2. Two to Hackley. And they struck him out. Holding on is Castro. 1 out. Well, tonight I made my attempt to get near the Oscar gamble zone, and that's as good as it's ever going to get.
It's close.
It is pretty close. Here's 1971, where I had reached my limit. Dad would not let it get beyond that. That was my high school yearbook picture in 1971 in Philly.
I like the sideburns.
Thank you.
Good work on the sideburns.
Thank you. And as the next couple of years, it got even better, Mike. Willie Blomquist. Ball one. Willie got a base hit his last time up. That was a leadoff single to center in the 7th inning. 1 for 3. One. The middle. BR bobbles. Strong arm gets Willie. 2 outs.
We'll bring up James Jones, 1 for 4. He's able to extend his hitting streak to 14 games tonight. Had a base hit in the 2nd inning. Also stole a base.
Mariners down to their last out here in this 9-4 contest. 9 runs, 11 hits, and an error for Houston. 4-8-1 for the Mariners. Chopper.
He's good.
Oh, man. That was a big-time play. Marwin Gonzalez for the final out. And the Mariners just cannot shake free of Houston. The season series now stands 5-4 Mariners with this 9-4 Astros victory. And it was all Houston this evening.
The good news, the Mariners have a chance to win this series, a 4-game series here at home tomorrow with Iwakuma on the mound. So hopefully they can give him a little bit of run support. Iwakuma has been outstanding this year.
Brandon Maurer looked good at stretches, and then it all fell apart. And Houston took advantage. Mariners post-game show begins right now with Brad and Dave Valley.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Yeah, we also enjoyed Dave Sims' attempt there, the Oscar Gamble look with the wig there.
I liked it, Dave.
As we're going retro, you know, at 79, maybe it's the unis. The Mariners just couldn't get past those Astros rainbow unis. Something, maybe it had something to do with the game tonight, Val?
I don't know about that.
Maybe I'm reaching.
You know, maybe the rainbows took a little too much concentration away, but it could have just been the opposing pitcher as well.
Yeah, Oberholzer was awful good tonight. So was Greg Springer, the right fielder for the Astros. We'll talk a lot about both of them. Talk about Brandon Maurer here from the skipper. But what a night for the rookie right fielder. 2 home runs, his first multi-homer game in the bigs. 5 RBIs, that a career high. Maurer takes the loss. Astros win it 9-4. We'll talk about this one, and of course, the series finale tomorrow with Kuma on the hill. The postgame getting going from Safeco right now on Root Sports.